9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
SFL night, let's go. Midnight glow, time to rise. SFL nights on the starry skies. AJ strike to feel her heat. The sultry voice so silky sweet. Whispers in the air, light down low. Bubbly charm, let the stories flow. In the league where dreams unite. Ashley's got you, hold on tight. Under her lights, SFL players shine bright. AJ puts on you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL night, get in the down low. Now in the game, she's making plays. Arizona's queen bee leading the way. A community ambassador off the field, laying on hands, see it all get healed. From the huddle to the show, Ashley's got that infectious glow. Interviews that make you sway. In her presence, you wanna stay. SFL players shine bright. AJ's here for you with a spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, get in the down low. SFL night, let's go. Midnight glow, hey, lights. SFL night, let's go. Midnight glow. From the huddle to the show, Ashley's got that infectious glow. Interviews that make you sway. In the presence, you wanna stay. SFL players shine bright. AJ's here putting you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, getting in the down low. SFL players shine bright. AJ's here putting you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, getting in the down low. Day turns to night. Let's go. Turn down those lights. It's Ashley's turn to make you feel so right. As the conversation is about to ignite, it's always SFL nights. Let's go.
What is up? What is up? What is up, SFL Nation? Welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Thank you so much for joining me today or tonight or whenever you decided to hit that play button or turn on that radio dial. Really appreciate it, y'all. And tonight I have a great show planned for you this evening. I have a couple teams that were up from the SFLM. They were called up. I have a few representatives from the team, actually owner and coach, and as well, actually 2 coaches, now that I think about it. So yeah, this is going to be a great show. I get to kind of hear the perspectives of when they were on the SFLM side of things, and now that they have been brought up to the majors, how much of a difference is that really? But before we get into that good stuff, and my guests will also be joining me for the week 5 pick'ems that I will be doing. But before we get into all the good stuff, we're going to have my weird foods review. Of course, we're going around the world with this one. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to find something that's kind of familiar. And I think I did for some, especially like if you live in the South. I know you've had this at some point in your life. Whether you tried it and you didn't like it, I'm guaranteeing that you did. I'll bring it up into the second. But first, we're going to start off with week 4 review. Special shout out to my guests in the back. Thank y'all so much for being here early. I really do appreciate it. I told these guys, I was like, hey, probably won't be bringing you on maybe about, 9:20, something like that here early. I mean, early. So guys, I appreciate that wholeheartedly. All right. So results for week 4. Let me go ahead and bring this up. First of all, I went 8-3 as far as my pick'ems. Very interesting. I actually kind of went out on a limb on a couple of them, and I was right. I just had that feeling. So, and I'll go over those as when I'm going over all of them while I'm getting my graphic up. Let's see. But so far on the season, I have 29 right and 14 wrong. So not too shabby, if I say so myself. All right. Now, if you notice, Jay Bomber asked me to put his picks in blue, but he did not submit his picks for this week, which I was like, come on, Jay. Now, if you're going to want me to showcase what your picks are, you're going to have what I need when I need it, But this is so the ones in blue are Jay Bomber, coach of Nashville Tempo. He made those selections for week 4. My original selections are in yellow for those that are watching on YouTube or on Facebook, um, or Twitter X, wherever you're seeing this. Um, Welcome and thank you for being here. And for my radio listeners, we do have like graphics. If you are on YouTube, you can always check out our YouTube page, Arizona Scorpions, and just come on. You can actually see what I'm talking about. But our picks are color coded, so my picks are in gold or yellow. Um, the ones that I got right are in green, and the ones that I got wrong are in like this fuchsia kind of color. There's a weird black color on here, and I don't even know where that came from, but I digress. The Lexington Miners took on the Blasio. I always have an issue with this name. The Bossier City Steamers. Gosh. And Bossier City won 27-10. The Atlanta Swarm took on the Motor City V8 to battle the Central and the East. And Atlanta won 24-21. Nashville Tempo took on the Indianapolis Ramblers, where Indy wins 9-6. Florida Storm battled the Charleston Predators, where Florida won in a dominating fashion, 16-0. Louisiana Revolution took on the Minnesota Legends, where Minnesota goes on to win 23-3. Denver Nightwings battled the Houston Headhunters, West versus the South. Houston came out victorious, 31-13. Sunday, Arizona Scorpions took on the Mexico City Aztecs and won at home 13-9 in a very, very defensive battle, man. It was crazy. Um, Albuquerque Adams battled the Baltimore Vultures, where Baltimore came out victorious and scoring 51-34. This was a high scoring game, obviously. Looks like neither defenses really came to play, or they was, maybe they was just on the sideline shooting a little bit. I don't know what happened, but that was a very high scoring game. So if you picked over on that one, you did a good job. Carolina Skyhawks taking on the Los Angeles Lycans, where the Lycans won their first game of the season, 24-10. And I actually may have a representative on to talk about them a little bit later if he can actually join from work. And the Chicago Warriors took on the Pittsburgh Riverhawks. Again, Pittsburgh wins 38-10 in their first victory of the season. Lastly, DC Dragons took on the Canton Classics, where Canton wins 23-20. Now, remember when I told you that there was 2 games that I got wrong? Or wait, there's games that I got right, and I was kind of nervous about it. Bossier City was one of them, and I know my guest in the back is going to be like, how dare you? But, I did choose you at the end of the day. It was just something that was just like, I think you got this. Houston, I, I thought Houston, I felt like Houston was actually going to win it, and they did, but I chose against them. So sometimes you just got to go with your first mind, man. But finishing up the week 8-3 is not half bad. I do see some comments in the chat. Grant Hardaway checking in. What is going on, Grant? SFL Nation, what's happening? J Bomber. J Bomber, let me join the panel so you can hear my picks. Okay, I will. As a matter of fact, I'll put the link in the chat when I go to my commercial break from our sponsor, as well as our song for my transition. I'll bring you up at that point to join with the rest of my guests, all right? Just skip what happened in the Skyhawks Lycans game. Wow, man, listen, it happens, man. They got their first win of the season. You guys did win. You know what I'm saying? You have been winning, so kind of evens out, man. You'll be all right, though. I know. Grant, you picked Motor City. Listen, I'm sorry, bro. Listen. It's a guessing game either way. I was gonna be wrong, and if you prove me wrong on the field, what can I say? I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna eat this crow with some Louisiana hot sauce, put my foot in my mouth for getting it wrong. That's all it is. He said, "Ma'am, what did I just say? Look." Hey, when we lose, I got to come on here and talk about it. Do you know how hard that is? And I know I'm supposed to be on a whole thing, but listen, you know how hard it is to be a content creator and to have to come and talk about how your team lost? Or even just come on the show. Like sometimes you just want to just sit down and just like, I don't want to say nothing to nobody right now. I just want to be alone. But I got to come on here and congratulate sometimes the people that beat me. You know, all those championship shows when we were in the championship against Baltimore, and I had to congratulate them. Y'all don't know how much that hurt. Come on, man. You got to take it, though. You got to take it. What y'all finna do? Uncle Todd is in the building. Dope show. What is up, Uncle Todd? If you guys are ever into just interesting comedy, I'll say I'm actually gonna have this gentleman on the show. I'm actually going to wait. What did he say? Oh, I'm actually gonna have this gentleman on the show one day so you guys can get to know him. But really cool dude, great stand-up comedian. Work with a lot of people, and I really appreciate you for being here, man. So, Jada Bomber, where are my managers greeting? Where are my manners? Greetings and salutations to everyone. See, you are courteous. That's one thing I do like about you, Jay. I always have. Grant Hardaway, nah, with Scotch bonnets. This is why I don't do content. I'd be negative as hey, you know what? I'm telling you, Corey, sometimes it is hard. But with that, you do kind of gain sportsmanship, you gain like, okay, you have to adapt a different mentality when you are congratulating, the person, your opponent that you were just against, especially when you feel like either you should have won that game or that you were just embarrassed as you just flat got whooped. You it takes patience, and it takes like you to understand the grand scheme of things. Like, okay, where I'm mad and pissed off right now, I got 20, 30 other people that's happy. I don't want to necessarily rain on their parade because they paid their money just like I did. And, they're just enjoying the experience. They just came out on the winning side. So it's all about how you look at it, guys. But before we go bring up my guests and move on to my the next half of my show, I'm going to bring up my next segment. I have not been running my banners. What is wrong with me? So y'all know where we at. Here we go. Worldwide edition. So we got weird foods coming up now. Weird food combos. Now, I was trying to be thoughtful in this because apparently, the stuff that I put up sometimes can be a little off-putting, but y'all got to realize that, it is other people in the world that eats this. So I try to be a little cognizant of that. And I actually recognize some of this stuff that I'm actually bringing up tonight. So let me go ahead and get y'all squared away. And my guests, just so you know, when you come up here, before you leave, you're going to have to let me know which one are you willing to try? Are you going to be trying? Or if you don't, if you try to skate by like some people, I'm going to assign it. And I don't think you really want me to do that because it may not even be something that's even showed on the screen. So, all right, let's pull this up. First item of the day, Yogi. So, that's bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But it is bear meat, Finland. We are visiting Finland today. And this unusual food is popular in Finland cuisine. Diners actually serve this unique food in a variety of ways, such as bear meatballs, steaks, and burgers. Bear meat is also sold in a can. Bear meat is legal to have and to eat in the US, but generally not legal to sell or to barter. So let me ask you something. So if I'm just on a random camping trip, right? And I see this bear and, square up, get shot, I can take it home. I can cook it and eat it myself. But if I wanted to sell my neighbors some bear sausage or something like that, then that's the problem? Like, I don't know. But I'm wondering how bear meat actually tastes, though. I would imagine it's kind of gamey, and I'm hoping that one of my counterparts in the back, maybe y'all know what bear meat tastes like, but I don't know if I want it in a can though. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. But if that didn't tickle your fancy, how about this? Pull up my notes on here. Now, some of you guys may recognize this, but we're heading to Trinidad and Tobago. This bizarre food is made by pickling boiled chicken feet in a spicy broth of lemon juice, onions, hot pepper, and cucumbers. Pig's feet are also made into souse. So this is actually referred to as souse. Now, the souse that I have had, y'all don't be making those faces in the back. I see you guys. Don't do that. Because y'all gonna have to pick. Don't be shaking your head. No, I see you. The souse meat that I'm used to seeing actually looks like this. Now, I've had this a few times when I was living in Georgia. As far as this version, this, souse sandwiches, maybe eat it on some crackers. Sometimes you eat it cold. It's not very bad. If especially like if you eat hot dogs, you eat sausage, you eat Vienna sausage, you might as well be eating that because it's pretty much the same thing, except the pieces of meat is a little bit bigger. Still same meats, still your brains, your eyeballs, your liver, everything else that didn't get sold is in that. So gotta think about it like that. But in Trinidad and Tobago, they refer to this as souse, and I've actually seen that. I've never had chicken feet themselves. I am not sure how I feel about that. I would imagine that they are very gelatinous. Um, and I don't do well with gelatinous foods. I never have. So that might be coming. That might be a big no for me, dog. I don't think so. But the sauce right here is pickled meat. It's usually in a broth, and it's usually served in Caribbean countries like Trinidad and Antigua, but it's often made with pork, and it includes other meats like chicken, cow, and fish. Some meats, usually the meat is cut into bite-sized pieces and then marinated in a brine of seasonings before it's then served cold. They can be hot, it could be mild, it could be made of pig's feet, ears, head, tongue, heart, eyes. The brine could be made of different things like lime juice, water, hot pepper, salt. So, I mean, if you really think about it, guys, just think about a hot dog. Just different. Now, if none of that tickles your fancy, how about something to drink? I got you on a drink, though. This looks innocent enough, right? A little bit of Coke and wine, man. Now, I don't know who came up with this, but let me tell you who came up with this. Hold on one second. Coca-Cola, I don't know who personally came up with this, but I can imagine how that conversation went, and I'll tell you. Coca-Cola and red wine is from Europe. And it may sound unfathomable to Americans, but this combination is indigenous to the Vasquez culture in Europe. It does have a name. It's calamati. I think I'm gonna butcher this one. Calamatio. And guys, if you know the actual pronunciation, please forgive me and let me know. The legend goes that the cocktail was invented when servers at the 1972 Basque Festival in Puerto Rico Viejo realized that the wine had gone bad. So they mixed it with Coke to hide the taste. And now people enjoy the drink all throughout the Basque country, with lots of ice, of course. Now, I think that's kind of a cop out. I think, I really think that my guests are probably not going to be that adventurous. So I think they're going to try that with either the bear meat or the chicken feet. One of y'all gonna have it with one of them. You're not gonna get off that easy. But I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, hey, you a server, you sitting here, you got like a party of 50 people. Oh man, it was a festival. So like, oh man, it's 50 people standing in front of us. Yo, Jim, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Let's grab some Coke and mix it together. Cool. This might work. Okay, shoot. If they have a few of them, they ain't gonna even know the difference, So I really think that was probably the best thing that I have shown in the past few weeks, to be honest with you. Get you a little bit of red wine, some Coca-Cola, lots of ice. I mean, if you like sangrias, it just don't have the fruit. You got the high fructose corn syrup and fizz. I don't know how that. Yeah, bro. I don't know. But everyone, please stay tuned. I am getting ready to move on to my next segment. We're going to do pick'ems for week 5 with my guests, as well as slide into my fourth and goal interview. But first, I would love for you to hear from our new sponsor with Lucy Red Energy Drinks. Now, I've actually had them on the show. I've had her, Miss Tori Talbert, on the show. Beautiful woman, really great person to actually get to know and talk to. Very cognizant of what's happening with the company and very excited about the new things that are coming their way. And I actually plan on having Tori, hopefully her husband Michael on the show as well as with Eddie Gage, my co-owner, so that we can all talk about the partnership and things of that nature and how this all came to be. So really excited about it. But without further ado, I'm gonna let you enjoy. See you soon.
Are you ready?
3 Lucy Reds, please.
Are you ready?
Lucy Red, the energy is amazing.
It's your host with the most, Thaddeus Bluffington Jr. III. And you are now listening to the smooth sounds of Mood by Dis Solace and the Big Neck Poppers here on Kicks at 107 FM.
Yeah, I got style, I got grace. See this fit, I got taste. Too much drip, too much flavor in your face. Cool, know that I'm a move. Better know that I'm a move. I look good, I look great. See this skin, see this face. You don't love yourself, I can't relate. Cool, know that I'm a move. Better know that I'm a move. Can't be fake. See this drip, take a dip in that lake. I'm a star on top of that rocket. Finna blast off. Shout out, take. Mama gave me the essentials to kick butt, take names, it up and be great. Don't be mad, I'ma move when you look at your food or the rub. I'm the stick on that plate. Baby, I'm mad at me. How I do it so casually. Doing this so big, hell, I can't make it up. Maybe it's Maybelline. Like, who in the hell do you think you is walking around here looking that good? That whoever don't feel the same butt cheeks about to meet the back of my foot. I got style, I got grace. See this fit, I got taste. Too much drip, too much flavor in your face. Cool, know that I'm a move. Better know that I'm a move. I look good, I look great. See this skin, see this face. You don't love yourself, I can't relate. Cool, know that I'm a move. Better know that I'm a move. Wanna know what vibe? Anything I get on, they been chirping and buzzing my fizz on. Tryna find out what it is that I'm about to go do, cause they know that I put that shit on. Don't be worried about what I'm gon' work. They friend shit to me, I be like, word. Just know that I'm him and know that she hurt. But that don't mean you can touch my fur, baby, I concur. Baby, I concrete. That mean I'm silent whenever I speak. I'm feeling bad to the bone in my bone color fit. Went to Bon Ton just to eat, that's bon appetit. Damn, I look good. Say it to yourself now, don't it feel good? Now stop counting yourself out, one of a kind. Tink, tink, look, engine that could. I got style, I got grace. See this fit, I got taste. Too much drip, too much flavor in your face. Cool, know that I'm a move. Better know that I'm a move. I look good, I look great. See this skin, see this face. You don't love yourself, but I can't relate. Cool, know that I'm a move. Better know that I'm a move.
All right. And we are back, everybody. And welcome my guests. Tonight I have, of course, Mr. Corey Minner. He has been on the show many times. He is the owner as well as coach for Pittsburgh Riverhawks. Then I have Zach Benjamin, first time on the show. What is going on, Zach? I'm truly, truly happy to have you on. He is over from the Bossier City Steamers, inside linebacker, as well as their defensive coordinator. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, so it's all good, man. Pleasure to, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for reaching out. I'm saying I'm definitely excited to be here.
Hey, man, definitely excited to have you both here to kind of, talk, relax, chill, kind of. We're in this almost towards the middle of the season kind of deal. So it's like trying to figure out where we're going and trying to take notes about where we've been. So it's going to be a really interesting conversation with you two, especially understanding where you guys started. But first, let's go ahead and do these pick'ems, shall we? Now, before I do that, I did have a comment that came up while we were doing it. Oh, good as. Oh, by the way, let me go ahead and get Jay Bomber up here. Jay, I hope you're watching because I'm putting the link in the chat for you. And if you are if you are in the chat, you can also play along. Let us know who you would like to see win these games, or who you feel will win these games. Again, it's all a guessing game, so we don't know. But there you go, man. If you join the stream, join with that link. I'll see you join backstage, and then I'll add you. Okay. So while we're waiting on him, we're gonna go ahead and get started with everything. Whew, these games have been amazing, gentlemen. I mean, I can tell that these coaches are starting to figure everything out, man. It's been some butt whoopings, but it's been some really, really close calls. I think another good game to watch will be on Friday, August the 9th, which is tomorrow. Canton Classics will be taking on the Chicago Warriors. The North taking on the Central Divisions at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. You can find these games on the Simulation Football League's YouTube page. All you got to do is just go to YouTube, type in Simulation Football League, take you right there. All right, gentlemen, so who do you have? I went with Canton. As you can see, all of my picks are in gold or yellow. So I'm going with Corey first. Who do you have winning this game?
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and flat out say it. I'm going to go with Canton. Chicago, I think they're still trying to get it together offensively. We just came off of a win against them, and they were still struggling against us, and stat-wise, we're not too much different. So I'm going to give this to Canton.
Okay, gotcha. Zach, who you got?
To be honest with you, I got Chicago Warriors.
Ooh, why?
I think that one, their staff is too good over there. They have too many great players. It's just a matter of time before they get it clicking. Mr. Tad Fullerton over there, man, Paulie, they have too much to keep on performing like this. So I think that they make a statement and they beat Canton.
Okay. I mean, that'll be the time to do it if you're gonna do it. Jay, what's up? Welcome.
What up? What up?
Nothing much, man. Thank you for being here. Greetings and salutations to you.
Yep. Greetings and salutations.
So who you got winning against Canton? And put it back up there.
Man, Chicago, and Canton. Chicago being 0-4, that is surprising to me. But you know what? Just keep that losing streak going. Canton winning.
Ooh. Dang, man, why you gotta say it like that, bro? Okay.
Sorry.
Damn. All right, Houston Headhunters taking on the Chicago. Carolina Skyhawks, guys. Oof. Carolina will be at home during this game. Should be a really, really good
they
game
hate
to watch.
that.
Yeah, I know that they are really angry and upset that they lost to LA last week. Houston is coming off a really good win. So, who do you have, gentlemen, in this one? I actually chose Houston to win this one. I'll start with you first, Zach.
No, I got Houston. Yeah, Josh Slapp, man, he's one of my favorite players to watch in the league. I really feel like he's going to be a contender for the MVP this year. So going with Houston.
Okay, sounds good. And Jay, who you got?
I'm trying to win these pick'ems. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that darn Texas team, man. Shoot.
Why you got to say it like that, bro? Go ahead and say it. You can say Houston. It's okay.
No, no. I mean, the thing is, they didn't want me at the convention, so yeah, give me that darn Texas team.
Corey, who you got, dear?
I'm just going to keep going with everybody else. We're going to go with H-Town on this one. I don't think Carolina's got it to beat them.
Oof. Okay. Gotcha. Those games
Man,
will
I'll
be
never
on...
hear the end of it if I don't pick them.
Yeah. I'm sure. So, guys, those games will be on August the 9th at both 8 o'clock and 8:15 p.m. So tune into those games. On Saturday, August the 10th, the Fort Worth Toros will be taking on the Albuquerque Adams at 9 p.m. Eastern. Ooh, late games on Saturday. So, gentlemen, I have Fort Worth Toros winning this game. But, Jay, who do you have winning?
Yeah, forget it. All right, give me Albuquerque.
Let's give you
trust me, the Fort Worth is the worst Texas team of all in this donut.
Oh, why? What is?
Damn.
Jay, why are they the worst, bro?
Yeah, after the smack talk they said to me, man, shoot, that's all I'm gonna say. There's more things to it, but that's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, no, but they won, though, bro. Like I'm just saying, though, like they've been winning, though. Like,
give me Albuquerque.
Okay. Zach, did I get you?
I'm paying close attention to this game, man. I got my notepad out for this one. Two top flight coaching staffs going against each other. I've watched a lot of Fort Worth since I've gotten the league, so I'm gonna go with Fort Worth.
All righty then. All right, Corey.
So deep down, I'm actually struggling with this one. I mean, Fort Worth is solid, undeniable, but at the same time, Albuquerque put up a damn good fight against Baltimore.
No, 34 points, man.
You know what? I'm going to go Albuquerque.
Okay.
I'm going Albuquerque.
We'll pull the upset. All right.
I'm going for the upset.
Sounds good to me. Denver Night Wings taking on the Charleston Predators at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Saturday night. The West versus the East. Should be a great game to watch. Corey, who you got?
Oh, I'm going with Charleston.
Charleston? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Charleston.
Why is that?
Well, I still got ties with them. They're, and I just don't think Denver's got it in them to overcome that defense. I just think it's
that defense is scary.
Jacob's got too much. Yeah, it's going to be a Charleston game.
Okay, sounds good. Zach, what you got?
I got Charleston. I think it's a bounce back spot. By Charleston.
Okay, and Jay.
I'm going with my hometown Charleston, man. Even though I need them to lose, they're in my division, but still, I'm going with them.
That's got to be a battle. Like, this is my hometown, but dang, man, you going.
I'm 3-0 against them anyway.
Okay, so on Sunday we're gonna see about that. That's gonna remain the same as Nashville Tempo taking on the Florida Storm. Battle in the East on August the 11th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So, Jay, I'm gonna start with you first. Then, obviously, who do you have?
Yeah, it's Nashville, like I said. But the thing is, I have a tough task to do, man.
Yes.
Shoot, I almost beat them with Arizona last year, and now I'm gonna try to do it with Nashville. All right.
Well, hey, as long as you're paying attention to what's going on, Mighty is over there helping out, and then you got Art Vandelay, and so hey, just do the best you can, man. That's all you can do, as long as you're running your Sims.
Yes, that's what I'm doing now. Anyway,
Everybody, usually, I bet you, Zach, are you running Sims right now? Corey, y'all running Sims?
For Florida, yeah.
Do it. It's dedication. Zach, who you got?
I got Nashville.
Okay.
I just know Nashville's scrappy, man, and when you look at the roster, you look at how they're composed. They're gonna keep getting better. So we haven't seen the best of Nashville this season. So I've been simming for Florida, so I know what Jay's going through right now. Florida is wicked, but I feel as though they can be beat, and I think you guys can do it. So I'm going Nashville.
Thank you.
And Corey.
I think Nashville has what it takes.
Okay.
I think they're just like Zach said. They're getting better. I think this is going to be a game where they definitely make a statement for their team. And I love seeing an SFLM team come up and wreck a established SFL team. So I'm going with Nashville.
All right, then. Here we go. LA. What'd you say?
I said thank you.
Beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful.
absolutely.
Got LA Lycans taking on the Lexington Miners. West versus the Central Division, also on August the 11th at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. Should be a really good game to watch, as I stated before. I am going with Lexington Miners on this one, but I'm curious to know, Zach, who are you going with?
I got the Miners as well.
Okay.
I just was simming the Miners for a while. And it took a lot to really find something to bottle up the offense. The Lycans got to prove that they can stop the Miners offense. The Miners offense is no joke.
Indeed. Corey, who do you have?
Yeah, the Miners offense, for being a reestablished franchise, rebranding and all that, they've definitely created a great identity for themselves coming up. Offense is solid. I'm going to go with the Miners.
Okay. Gotcha. And Jay, who you got?
For me, yeah, I'm going with Lexington. I mean, it took 4 games for LA to finally get their first win. And I don't see them getting another one yet.
Oof. Okay. You're going to have a lot of DMs.
Soon.
All right.
Soon.
You probably going to have a few DMs after this one, man.
Bring them on, man. Bring them on.
Indianapolis Ramblers will be taking on the Motor City V8s, a battle in the Central Division at 9 o'clock. So, guys, I chose Indy to win this one. Don't think it'd be by much, but I do think that that's going to be a heavily defensive battle. So, who do you have, Corey?
I was thinking about it earlier, and I had one team pick, but I think I'm actually going to switch. So I know Robert Thump, he's been putting a lot of effort trying to get something going with that Motor City. I think this is the game where he's able to turn it around. Things are going to click. So I'm going to go Motor City.
Okay. Motor City it is.
I think that's what it's going to be.
Okay. Did you want to make another point? Did you want to? Oh, okay, cool. Zach?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Me and Thump, man, come from that old school ACA coaching room, and with Greg and now.
That Texas team.
one thing you learn from Greg and now, man, is you're gonna get it together eventually. Like you put in the time, you know what to do, you're gonna get it. So I think it's time for the V8s to really turn it around. I see them going on a winning streak, man. Yeah, so I'm going with Motor City V8s.
All right, Motor City 2 times. Jay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Motor City as well. I mean, I know Indy beat us. Indy did beat us, but their offense was still not that good. It was just only their defense. That's all. Their defense is good, but their offense not really. As long as they can step it up, I mean, they'll have
Johnny
these low-scoring games most of the time.
So you trying to say that people done figured out the key to Johnny P?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right, then. Arizona Scorpions will be taking on the Queen City Corsairs, the West versus the North, on Sunday, August 11th at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. So, of course, I'm going with Arizona. And apparently, Justin Reside feels as though that he is going to be picking me off. And, you know, I'm going to tell him, like I tell every other defensive player that desires to catch a ball from me. As long as we come out with a dub, you can catch all the balls you want. I just want to end up with the win. So, you want these souvenirs? Go ahead, bro. As long as we end up with a dub at the end of the day, it's all good. So I'll sign it for you when we win. but Jay, who you got?
I am going with Queen City. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going with
All right.
Arizona. It is.
Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna go ahead and write down Queen City for you since you said it.
No.
Zach, who you got?
I mean, I believe that the guys who are behind the books in Queen City, man, they really are some creative guys. The way they're able to come out and do what they've done with what they got, but Arizona's just too much. You know, they're everybody's early favorites, man. So it's hard to pick against Arizona.
Doing our best, man. Doing our best. Hold on, BJ Lovelace. Hold on one second, man. BJ Lovelace says, I'm late, but I'm here. Ran out of gas from the kitchen to the computer. Had to call AAA. He ran out of gas from the kitchen to the computer. Hey, man, them trips be hard sometimes, bro. But thank you for being here, BJ. I really appreciate it. Oh, come on, man. Christian. Don't be like that. You know I got to talk about it, man. You know I got to talk about it. I guess Jay Bomber will be right back. But did everybody go? Corey, did you go?
No.
I'm here.
Just for that, just for forgetting I'm going with Queen City now.
There was a lot of stuff going.
No, I'm it's Arizona. Arizona all the way.
We definitely gonna do our best. We can't count anybody out. I don't care how confident you are or how many games you to win. Oh, I heard it's a little one.
Oh that's awesome. Oh no, you can go. You go. Yeah, that's always doing the family thing.
Absolutely. You know, I've had birds, I have babies, I have all kind of things. Guests on the show. So little one wants to say hi. I'd be more than happy to.
Am I the only one without kids? Dang.
Want to say hi, no?
Well,
seems like it.
Hi.
Well, what am I doing wrong, man?
Want to say hi?
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, you're precious.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
You know, I have to have a show just so I can have the little ones on.
Who's Biggie Smalls? Who's Biggie Smalls?
I am Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls is the boss.
I love it. And then you got the afro too, sweetheart. I love it. I love that. Aw, that was so cool. And BJ said he's a member of the No Kid Squad over there. So,
It's a good club to be in. Join the club.
Surprised you don't have any kids, BJ. Shoot.
Best club to be in.
it is. It is.
Join us.
I mean, I got it's the Grays, man. It's the Grays, but I love my babies.
It's actually ironic that the owner of the Riverhawks says I got Tyler Bobby, the minor league tight end, is Nova's mommy.
That's right.
Yeah,
that is right. You are absolutely right.
Mm.
Just click. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's
I
awesome.
love it. I love
That's
it.
awesome.
Monday is a special day, guys. Monday, August the 12th, we have our We have our Monday spectacular games. But this will be a doubleheader. Yes, but this will actually be a kind of a memorandum tribute dedication for this week. I think Kim is going to be putting up, different things, but we're actually like kind of doing a tribute to all of our fallen community members. Whenever you watch our shows, just for anybody that's on the radio that can't see, or if you're on Facebook or whatever, whenever you come in and you watch our games around the fourth quarter, you will see people putting up 4, 12, 68, and 86. All of these numbers have significance because 4 is the fourth quarter, so we're in the fourth quarter. But 12, 86, and 68 members that we've lost. Billy Ray Valentine, Richard Pratcher was number 86. Billy Ray Valentine Sr. was 68, and Richard Pratchett was 86. So we're actually having a game that Matt Wilson, number 12, of course, quarterback of Mexico City Aztecs. So we're actually going to have all of these teams play against each other, and on Monday. But there's going to be something really special that we're planning to showcase as well. So please tune in to YouTube, to Simulation Football League's YouTube page. Definitely on Monday I want to say it starts at 6:00. The festivities start around 6. But it's something that's going to be totally dope. You don't want to miss it. Okay, but. The Atlanta Swarm will be taking on the Mexico City Aztecs. Going to be a fantastic game. Mexico City will be at home. So I'm wondering, fellas, who do you have? Jay.
This is a tough decision. You know what? After what I've been seeing against, Arizona, Indy, I am going with Mexico City over Atlanta.
Yeah. Crazy.
Also, Atlanta's in my division. They got to lose.
Okay, so I'll help you out all around. Got it. Zach, what do you have?
Mexico City. Mexico City in my book is right up there with the top teams in the league. I think just everybody's going to see it. Is going to see it soon. But Mexico City.
All right then, Corey.
Yeah, we're. I think I'm going with Mexico City as well.
Okay.
They're looking strong this season. They've just been a solid team all around, so I think it's going to be them for sure.
Awesome. Lastly, the Vancouver Legion will be taking on the Louisiana Revolution, West versus the South, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. First game will be at 7:15. So, gentlemen, I did choose Vancouver to win. They do have a knack for scoring often and scoring very high. So, Zach, what do you have?
I got Vancouver as well. Vancouver is one of the teams that they've figured out their offensive identity. So I got to go with Vancouver.
Okay, gotcha. Jay.
Everybody knows the history between these two teams. Like, If this game was on every Monday, I would love to enjoy it all the time. But I'm picking Vancouver for this one.
Gotcha. And Corey.
I'm sure the high majority of folks in the SFL will be going with Vancouver. But I like a good underdog story, and I think them Raging Cajuns are going to, pull it out and pull the upset on Vancouver.
All right, then.
It has happened before.
It has. Any given Sim day. Any given Sim day. All right, guys. So, Jay, I don't know if you want to stick around, but I'm getting ready to slide into my 4th and goal interview with these 2 fine gentlemen here. If you would like to stick around, because technically you would actually fit in with the topics that I'm going to be speaking about. Do you have time, or you just kind of came in for
I got time. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Here we go. This next segment will be brought to you by Lucy Red Energy Drinks. The energy is amazing. So, all 3 members on this panel had SFLM teams. So they had minor league teams, or they were members of the SFLM teams. I don't think, Zach, you weren't an owner, but were you actually? Okay. All right. So they were involved with the SFLM at some point, but now these majors. What'd you say?
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit. Hold on. All right, you're good now. I'm sorry.
Okay. So what you say?
I said you were breaking.
Are you good? I was asking, what did you say?
Oh, okay. I said on the minors, I wasn't an owner, but I was working with the defense.
You're still coaching defense down there too?
Yeah.
Okay. Dope. So I want to know from all of you gentlemen, what was the transition from moving from the minors up to the majors all it's cracked up to be? Because we do have some people that aspire to actually come up eventually. We have some bids that are being entered to become an SFLM team. So from your particular experience, what is that transition like? And I'll start with you first, Corey, on this one.
Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely, for me, it's definitely a lot more intense when it comes to game planning, scouting. Minors, you only got a handful of, aside from the dev players, you only got so many on your roster to work with. And coming up into the pro side, you get more players to work with, more to move around, more pieces to the puzzle. You got, when you go up against teams like Charleston who have 117 players on their roster, that's more pieces of their puzzle you got to, kind of fight against. So it's definitely, to me, it was a much more intense transition on the game planning side, just trying to find that right combination. I mean, it took us 4 games to figure out finally what it took to move that ball down the field against Chicago. So, thank God I got GM McFly because behind the offense, running the head coach, because he's definitely got a lot more patience than I do. I'm just happy to be able to help him with the defensive side of the ball.
Right.
So, but no, to me, it's a lot more. You got to put a lot more thought into it. You just can't, just go about it. You got to put a lot more effort into it. So, for those potential bids that are trying to get an SFLM team that desire to go to SFL, just be ready. You're going to be putting in a lot more work. Luckily, my wife's cool with it. She knows I'm dedicated. And and as long as I'm not doing anything illegal, she don't give a damn what I do. So,
right? You in the house. You were in the house.
exactly.
In
I
her
think we
face,
had this
she go right-
conversation before. I ain't going to no gentleman club wasting money. So, I mean, hey.
Right. You know? Calm down.
Like I'm wandering off,
Like you can't see me. Just walk
Exactly.
walk a couple steps and look in the room. Oh, okay. You're right
There
there
you
in the
go.
computer. That's where you always is.
Plus, it's the coolest room in the house. It's one with the best AC, man. So
There
it
you go.
stays chilly in here. It gives me even more of a reason to be in here, especially here in Southeast Texas.
Oof. Yeah, that oof.
Like
I can only
I
imagine.
mean, the AC's blowing. It feels cool in here. I'm still sweating.
That
That's
that
what
humidity
happens
is
when you're
no
in
joke.
Texas, man.
That
I'm
humidity
too
is
fat
like
for
no.
this. I need to move back up north because this is ridiculous.
Go to Pittsburgh.
I would.
Jay.
No
Jay, what
damn
is it?
jobs up there.
Okay. Okay. Jay, what was your experience, that transition like for you?
Yeah, being in the minors, you got like less people to worry about. Then that way you can find the right plays and everything for them. Me, I was mainly focused on the offense, had Danny work on the defense, and boy, it was tough to try to find some of these plays that would work. I would thank James Walters for that as well. Corey, you got lucky on that win. But going up to
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. But
That's-
going up into the majors is much more tougher than doing it in the minors. Right now, I'm still dealing with a tough time playing against Florida, doing these darn sims against Florida, and having to deal about with these new people that I have. But I mean, from the minors into the majors, you get to have more people in the majors and make sure everybody is happy there too. And for me as a coach, I got to make sure that everybody is happy. That way we can keep these players longer and longer for like seasons to come.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, Zach, you are defensive coordinator. So what was that transition like? I'm assuming it's pretty much kind of around the same thing. You know, the players different. You have fewer players to kind of look after, things of that nature. So it's pretty much the same consensus with you, or?
Well, it's two things. One is the like talent pool. So in the SFLM, a lot of players can't do the things that the players in the pros can do, the attributes. And then two is kind of, I look at it kind of like a chessboard. So in the pros, you got a full chess set. In the minors, you're not playing with a full board. So you kind of have to position players in the places that you want, so they can do what you want them to do. Like, there's this player, he might be a king to like a knight. This player might be like a bishop. Well, on the pro team, you have all the pieces. You got all of those. I got two bishops. I got two knights. I got two rooks. On the SFLM, you might have, all right, I got a queen. I got one rook over here. Maybe I got another one. So it's kind of a lot with the player positioning and strategy wise. It's a big difference.
The pawns are the O-line.
Now, hey, not in my book. O-line is the most important position, man. There's an SFLM. The O-line is, it's the SFLM. But in the pros, if you got an offensive lineman, that's.
I love my guys and my girls. I swear.
Them Arizona Scorpion, all them O-linemen over there.
I love.
I was part of it. I mean, I know how it feels.
Yeah.
Truly protected. I mean, I will get the heck out of Dodge too if you coming up too close, bro. You bring that DT come up around that corner.
I have actually scrambled around, but try to do it a bunch of times. I have tried.
Getting a little bit better though. I mean, the thing is, I think everybody is learning and everybody's adjusting, which is another thing I wanted to bring up. And I kind of touched on it on Eddie's show, and then Eddie kind of brought it up on the show because I mentioned it in the chat. But as a coach, when you see people that are so opinionated about the job that you are doing as a coach, because I know, like Pittsburgh, I know y'all were struggling for a long, for that first win for a long time, and I know you had to deal with a lot of different opinions, a lot of different people talking about, how you haven't got it together, whatever the situation was. So I'm wondering, why do you think people do that, especially if they have not ran a single sim? That bothers me because I sit here and I watch, and I know how much time it takes to do this. So why do you feel people can be so careless, with their comments sometimes? And I'll start with you first, Zach, on this.
I think it's kind of like maybe like our culture. Especially as sports fans, like we always say, what are you doing? You should have this guy there. You can't coach. There's just
that armchair quarterback.
I mean, you got to think about it. Like how many people in the world? It's what, billions of people in the world? Only 32 of them can be starting NFL quarterbacks. You know what I mean? So we all think that we know what we're doing and can do better, but that's just the nature of the beast. As long as it doesn't cross the line into disrespect, you're free to have your opinions.
Now, how does that affect you as a coach, though? When it's you, when you're talking to you,
it doesn't affect me at all. It looks like you got to win. If you got something to say, you got to do better. I'm more focused on the sims and the strategy rather than the noise.
Okay, let's go, Corey.
Like I told you before, when it comes to stuff like that and people want to talk, I just think of Cat Williams. I got 15 haters today. I got to get to 30 by next week.
You slacking.
It just, honestly, it's, it doesn't really faze me what other people say or think, especially, those that don't even sim. They don't even put that time or effort in, it just, here's a controller, you do it. You spend a few hours a night sitting there and, just chomping away at if you're not going to, don't talk unless you're going to be doing it too. Yeah, if you ain't got anything to say about it, then, or if you ain't going to do it, don't say anything about it. So honestly, most of my, I'll be honest with you. My biggest critic is myself. When it comes with the first 3 games, I know with Houston at the convention, that was kind of a toss-up because it's week 1. Week 2 versus Canton. That one was just a uphill battle. I knew that was going to be a tough one to crack. Charleston, I'm not going to lie, I had a little bit more hope for. So, it just, those 3 games was kind of really, I ate it myself on it because, just like they were saying, I got guys on the team and girls. I got ladies too. I want them to be happy with our team. I want them to be, when it comes time to re-sign at the end of this season, I want them to be a River Hog next season. And if we ain't getting the wins, I can't be mad at them for wanting to go elsewhere. I can't blame them. But
you saw that, right?
that's just one of those things. I'm sorry, I kind of rambled on, but
it's okay. No, it's like he was
that's
trying
the
to figure out
biggest-
what I was trying to eat. I was getting ready to start snacking while you were talking.
there you go.
I ain't had
But
one
no,
of these
for
bad boys
me,
in years.
it's but no, for me, it's definitely
I mean, I just still
I don't worry about all of them. I don't worry about all the haters out there. I'm not worried about them. You know, I'm just going to do what I need to do to make my team successful in the next week. Luckily, I got a bye week, so I can prep and kick some Atlanta ass. Sorry, Grant.
Oh, you know he gonna say something.
I know.
I thought you was
I'm
gonna
waiting.
talk longer than that. Hold on. I thought you was gonna talk longer. Hold on.
I can keep talking. Oh, trust me, I can ramble on with the best of them.
Because when I took that bite, I was like, this is good. Then you stopped talking. I was like, shoot. So.
No, you do you. I'm not mad at you. I'm drinking.
I'm hungry.
Can you still see me?
Wait.
Okay, because my screen just went black out of nowhere, so I'm gonna let it ride. It's like I can still
man.
hear you.
No,
I
you
can still hear you.
good.
All right, so let's make sure you still see me.
Corey, Grant says, I thought you were cool. I thought we were cool, man. I thought we were cool.
We still are, man. Just not this upcoming week. I mean, that's after we're cool again. I ain't got enough. I love everybody in Atlanta. Just not this next week.
That's it. That's it. That, you know, we play against each other. That's it. So, looking at the standings right now, the Bossier City Steamers are sitting at 2-1, getting ready to go against Florida, and and then Pittsburgh is sitting at 1-3, and next opponent, of course, is ATL. So, what do you think you guys will have to do to get over that hump, to get more wins in the win column? I mean, you guys are doing pretty good over there with the 2-1, you know, sitting at number 3 in your division currently. So now start with you first, Zach, on this.
We just got to keep improving. Like we know what we want to do. We just have to get to that point consistently. I think the way our team is constructed, defensively, I mean, at least I know from me, I'm kind of like, I was watching Eddie's show yesterday, and he was saying defense usually is a little easier than offense. It's one of the things that's maybe it's easier to learn, difficult to master. So I know that there's more I want to do defensively. Our defense is pretty good. It's like top 5, I think. But I know that for us to get to the point where I want us to get to, it's going to require constant improvement, laser beam focus, and just we have to make sure that what we want to do, we execute. I think that's like the most important part. That's what everybody wants to do, but only a few teams are really able to do it on a day in and day out basis to say, look, this is our game plan. This is what we want to have it happen, and then have it happen, every game. Especially against a team like Florida, you can't afford to mess up a single possession when you play them.
No, not at all. You cannot give them any kind of air, because as soon as you do, maybe lights out. You never know, man. But I wish you the best of luck in that, though. Corey. So, guys, taking on Atlanta, what are some things that you know that you're going to have to work on to be able to beat this Atlanta team?
So defensively, I mean, they got a lot of weapons again. They got Boot Chisholm, got Hollywood. I'm trying. My biggest battle right now, and it's going to be my battle all season long, is to find that perfect balance between stopping the run game, stopping the pass game. Especially, I'm a little light on defense. I've only got 9 guys on defense. Charleston has 72 on their defense. So, they got 7 backups for each position. So, yeah, I'll call them out every damn day. So, I got to find that perfect balance between stopping that run game and stopping that, pass game at the same time. It's just that's been my biggest trick right now. And offensively, I think we're slowly chipping away. We're finally getting to the point where we're able to fine tune a little bit more here and there, finding what, especially when we this past game when we ran the two quarterbacks, we ran both Price and Jay. They probably did. They probably just added 3 in the past 10 seconds I was talking. But now that, we utilize this pass game, both of our quarterbacks, Price and Brown, and it seemed to work beautifully. So we're still testing that theory out. We're just playing around. We're going to see what works and what doesn't work. And hopefully we'll be able to come up with the best solution that we can ride with the rest of the season.
Okay.
And hopefully get us in a better position because, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at having that first win, but at the same time, when you got 3 losses on the other end of that, it just, it still stings. My ultimate goal, if I can get us to at least 500, hey, I'm happy. We're successful.
And that's how you got to look at it. Small chunks, baby chunks. I'm learning that lesson myself. Try not to look at the whole picture and got to take it a little bit at a time. That way you don't lose your mind in the grand scheme of things. So I got a couple more questions for you, gentlemen, because I know you're busy and I know you got the little one over there, Zach. So I want to make sure you get a chance to get back over to her.
She should have a long nap. We should be okay.
Oh, okay. That means energetic. I know what that means. So running with 4 possible books. Is that too many? Would you like to just run with 2?
I think it's 2 schools of thought. Me personally, I feel as though from like a team identity standpoint, less books would be better. Because in the NFL, like you play the Eagles, you're playing the Eagles. You're not playing the Eagles and they're going to install the Falcons offense this week, and then they're going to install the Giants offense the next week, and then they're going to install the 49ers. I understand how it's hard to find a book that you want to stick on, but in my opinion, you got the off season. I kind of feel, 2 books is the right amount. 1 book, just for strategy's sake, I think two is optimal. Before, you never know what you're facing, and you can look at a team and say, all right, this is how the team is composed. This is what they're good at. They've played 3 books through week 9, and week 10, whole new book, whole new strategy, and it's kind of weird. But I understand both arguments.
Okay. Corey, what about you? You fine with running with the 4?
In the same boat as Zach. I mean,
okay.
To be honest with you, I see the benefits of having, just like he said, the less playbooks, the more you can build an identity as a team. But at the same time, up to 4 playbooks, I mean, you can really screw with an opponent's game planning. They may think you're going to be running this one. You go another route, and you rock the hell out of them. I'll be honest. I mean, I really can't think much more into that because this is really my first. I mean, aside from the minors, this is really my first run into the coaching realm. So I'm still learning a lot myself, trying to get a good grasp on things. So, but right now I feel, do I feel forced too many, or I really don't know at this point. I mean,
and that's fine. It kind of, for one, I wonder if you feel that it takes something out of coaching to be able to plan for four possible books that a team could run. But then I'm thinking like, so let's just say Cam says, all right, next season you guys are only going to get one book. You only use one book this entire season. Do you think that you could come up with a bunch of different looks that won't be easily tracked? Because you got people that are out that are master scouters out here that just know they could look at you and know exactly what you're running. So I feel like having more books definitely does cause that confusion that I would think that you need to be able to not be so easy to be read. Because if I can look at you and see that you're running that Rams book or a 49ers book, all I got to do is decipher, all right, there's only one book, so they're going to be doing this. So I guess I feel like the more you have, the better you are in a sense, because you don't know what to plan for.
That's why I say two. So I feel two for strategic purposes. Two allows you to do that. But I feel with four, man, like if you're like a shrewd person, you look at the schedule, say, all right, this week 4 we got this team, 7 we got this team. We got to make sure that when we play them, we show them a book that we haven't shown yet, and you have 3 chances to do that. You know what I mean? So that can really, if you got a team that's doing their due diligence, scouting everything you do, and then you totally bring out something new that you haven't done all season. It kind of, I don't want to say it lessens the impact of scouting or the importance of scouting, but it kind of like says like, all right, we have to not rely on scouting and maybe rely on something more AI and less football, like, if you know what I mean.
I do. I really do. So, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the two could work because it was an interesting question. So, and I know that when it was brought up, I know the very first time we ran it, there was no cap on it, So I know that was crazy to try to prepare for it because you had so many different possibilities with no cap, So I get it.
I think 3 would be a good number personally. I mean, it keeps that competitive aspect, keep your opponent guessing. Just like you guys everybody was saying, with the if you have one playbook that you continuously run and run and run, those guys that are just, they have that masterful eye at scouting and just pick it out. I mean, they're just going to rip you to shreds. So.
Okay. Sorry about that, Corey. What was that? The very last thing you said? I kind of got a little distracted. The very last thing.
It's just if we were to say Cam was to come in and say one playbook, you pick your one playbook and you got to work with that. I mean, any kind of scout that actually knows what the hell they're looking at is going to rip you to shreds.
And I feel like that
and it would kind of take to an extent, the competitiveness and the uniqueness with the SFL out the door. Just being able to change things. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe I'm in the wrong thought process.
I think that you guys are pretty much on the same page. I mean, because Jay saying, I say 2 and 3.
Yeah. I say 3 max, but that's just me.
And Zach is saying 2. So I mean,
or maybe 2 with a mulligan, like just in case, maybe like
in a mulligan.
Yeah, 2 in a mulligan. We don't just get rid of that one. But let me get a mulligan. So
I know that's right. All right, guys. So I can't let you go. You thought, buddy. You thought she was gonna get away. So I want to know what y'all eating. Now, this drink, this Coca-Cola wine mix, that's automatic because I know that's what y'all would choose. I already know the thought process. So this is automatic. This is what you will be drinking. Beautiful combination of a burgundy red wine, a little bit of Coca-Cola inside of it, sweet, and takes all that vinegar out. So there you go. So that's what y'all gonna have to drink. Corey, you look super excited. Um, so which one of y'all trying? The bear meat?
Bear.
Or we doing the chicken
I ain't
feet?
eating that.
Why not? Don't be like that, Corey.
Nope.
That is chicken
Nope.
feet.
That I'm not gonna say what that looks like.
That sounds. So what you doing?
YouTube would shut your channel down if I said what that looked
Please
like.
don't. Never mind. Never mind.
Eddie would be pissed at me. So I'm going after the bear meat.
So y'all doing a bear? Is a bear around? Zach, you trying some
Yeah,
bear
I
now?
mean, if you're being a gentleman, you're doing, the pairing. You got to pair the bear with the Coca-Cola and the wine.
Ah, there you go.
Oh,
I see what
that's
you
what
just
I'm-
did.
Totally right.
like that. I like that. So we're doing the meatball style. You doing some steaks? You got bear steaks,
Steaks.
bear meatball. Yeah.
Steak.
I wonder what it tastes like. Because I've actually had beer. I had a not beer. I've had a
Probably
deer.
rough as hell.
I've had deer meat before. I've had
Yeah,
venison.
Oh, venison's amazing. I love venison.
Yeah.
So if you wrap it in the bacon, smoke it all day. Oh yeah. Yeah.
New meeting the Smoky Bear.
Smokey the Bear. I can't.
New meeting.
I do it.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Oh,
having.
terrible.
Smoky Bear.
Oh my god. And Jay says bear meat all day. So I think that was the easy one. I think you guys got off a lot better than some of my guests over the past couple weeks. I mean, because last week it was this bird drop soup. I mean, this bird's nest.
What is that?
Bird nest soup, dear. It's great for your digestive system and
What? So's Taco Bell. But what is?
oh shit. I don't know about that.
My screen's still black. I can't even see it.
Oh man. So okay.
Like what's in that?
So Zach, it is a soup. Have you ever had egg drop soup?
Yeah, I've had. I love egg drop soup.
Okay. This is not it though. So it looks kind of like egg drop, but you will see kind of like a clear. Okay, you know how aloe vera looks in a drink?
Whoa.
There you go. Right. So imagine aloe vera in a
I'm
soup.
not thinking aloe vera.
I mean, it's not aloe vera, but I'm saying,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so guys, let me just break it to you. So the swiftlet bird in China builds their nests on in caves and like on the side of mountains. But harvesters actually goes and get these nests because this is what this soup is actually made out of. It's so rare that it's actually they charge $100 a bowl in the U.S. In the U.S. I'm not sure how much they charge in China for it, but it's quite expensive because it does cost lives to actually get this soup. This soup is basically comprised of the swiftlet's saliva. So when the swiftlet bird makes its nest, it essentially is using its saliva, and the saliva gets gummy and hard, and that is the nest. So that is what they are actually scaling those mountains to go grab so that you can have it for soup. Y'all
I think
good?
my
No.
imagination is
They're
worse
wasting their damn time.
Hey, listen, it's for medicinal purposes too, so it can actually help you with a few things, man. You gotta expand your horizons.
Oh, I got a whole bottle of medicine right here. This is all the medicine I need. This will cure everything.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't black.
So you straight on it.
I'm
Oh, I hated that you
I'm
missed
hearing like
it,
4
Zach.
different things right
Yeah.
now.
Zach, when you get a minute, you gotta watch the playback.
Oh
I
yeah,
already-
yeah.
I already know
I
you
think,
gonna
I
be
think
like,
I know
no.
what he's talking about though.
Oh, well, it's good to
I
know
don't
that,
know.
you know. Huh?
Yeah,
What?
nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Just nothing. Nothing.
Grant Hardaway says, throw some marinara on them. Hey,
Oh, you can
Beer
make anything
meatballs?
taste good with ketchup. You throw ketchup on anything, you can make it taste amazing.
Cool. So that means you're gonna be trying that that bird's nest soup with a little bit of ketchup on the side, then, huh?
Nope.
You said it.
Nope.
And Jay Bomber says, "I'd rather have bear meat, deer jerky, and rabbit meat than that soup." I mean, but rabbit is
Rabbit's
not bad.
good.
Oh, Jay, you say you want some shark?
I like shark fin soup.
So that means you love this one then. This is a shark that's called I don't even want to butcher that name, but it is rotten shark. It's over from Iceland. And so what they do is they take it and they bury it under the ground, and they well actually they dig the hole, they put the shark in there, and they load it with stones that would actually help press all of the toxins that are located within its meat. The toxins actually protect it from this cold water. So it keeps it alive. So these toxins, of course, if you eat it, it'll kill you. So they push it all out to the earth. Once it's done, they hang it up, dry it. So it's like shark jerky. Is that better?
Oh, I'll do the shark jerky all day.
Okay.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. So it's not that bad. It's all about
I mean,
perspective. It's all about perspective. But guys, while I'm ending things, I'm gonna look through. Uncle Todd says, "No, thank you to the rotten shark nuggets." Hey man, don't do that, man. I mean, so I guess you having the soup. You gonna have the bird's nest soup, or you gonna have the rotten shark nuggets? Which one are you having, bro? Your cat is over there just harassing you. I think he wants your attention too.
Oh, she's a prick. She hates me. She's just doing this out of spite.
My children want a cat. I'm like, man, I don't know. They have attitudes sometimes. You know,
Depends
I
on
don't
which
know if
kind of. Depends on the cat you get. All right, like so we got two cats. My wife has a cat, and she's a 22-pound heifer that doesn't do a damn thing. And she's actually a very sweet, very loving cat. She'll snuggle with you. Then you got this prick here that, I mean, she's clawed up my damn chair. I mean,
see,
my chair's like, I don't know if you can see it, but like, she's clawed up my chair.
No, bro.
Oh,
Those
no.
things are expensive too. Absolutely not.
Oh no.
Oh, I was pissed the first time I saw that. I almost, never mind. Never mind.
It's gonna be a street cat, baby, right out there on that street. Hey, you're gonna have to find somewhere else to go.
No, it wouldn't be a stray cat. No, I was gonna say something else.
Okay, yeah. We don't want it's PETA, so that's okay. We good on that.
Like I said, I don't want to get your channel shut down.
Hey, yeah.
I will go off.
Let me go. I'll build another channel just for that. So when that get cut down, they won't have nothing to do with this.
We'll have a backup.
Backup.
Like when you go to Facebook jail and you got a backup account.
Okay. Just in case some of these clowns start acting like this. My other one. But then, you know what? I really can't do that no more. My memory's bad, bro. I forget the passwords. I'm like, dang.
Oh, Google Chrome remembers all my passwords. I can't remember.
I don't know about
My
that.
passwords are always like 26 letters.
You gonna make sure ain't nobody gonna get your stuff, huh?
Like, I got hacked once. I was like, never again. Ever since then, every password is max.
Yep.
See, no, my wife gets pissed at me because her password, I got 19 exclamation points. Like on my work laptop, when she sees me log in, I'll hit the exclamation because, well, like it freaking
That's awesome.
like every 4 months, like every 4 months, it prompts me to change my password. I don't want to have to remember a whole new damn password, so I add an exclamation mark.
You added dollar sign.
So now, right now, I'm up to 18 or 19 exclamation marks for my work password. So, like in total, it's like 3, 7. So yeah, it's up to like 25 freaking character password or something like that. I don't know.
Nice.
You know, I took cybersecurity training, and they say the best passwords are like sentences and phrases, and then you like interchange the letters to add like your special characters. So if it's S, put a dollar sign. If it's A, you put the @ symbol, that kind of stuff. And then
I will forget that so quick.
Well, you got Google Chrome to remember it. Remember?
Not my work password. I mean,
No, not the word. Yeah, security. Yeah.
No, what pisses me off when you go to type in your password, you type it in like 6 times, it doesn't work.
Locks you out.
Forget password. You reset the password, then you type in that same password. You can't use the last password you use. What?
No, that's my password.
Yeah.
What's up, Justin Reside in the building? Good to see you.
No problems with that. The passwords, after reset passwords, all that, like all the time.
You sit right here.
That's another little one. What's that?
That Ashley. You're not in the camera view, honey.
Hi, baby. Good to see you, sweetheart. I love it. Hey, but I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go to be with your little ones. And I have to be with mine because he's definitely staring me down right now. So, did you guys have any last words that you want to give? Any shout outs, any songs, or any poems that you want to share right now? Corey, the floor is yours.
Oh, me first?
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, just appreciate you having me on. I always love coming on here, and really just appreciate you having me on like you always do, and always enjoy being here. Just shout out to Gino, Keith, Butch, everybody, with the River Hogs. I mean, I always tell everybody on the team, like, I'm just grateful that I got you on the team. I'm grateful that you're a River Hog, giving us the opportunity to show you what we can do. And it may be a rough start. We're going to improve. We're going to get better. So I appreciate the hell out of them more than they could ever understand, just for giving us the opportunity.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Zach.
I'm gonna give a shout out to all the old ACA guys over there in Arizona. I'm always rooting for y'all. Give a shout out to all the guys in the SFLM. I know it's a long wait, but the action is coming. Just be patient. Shout out to my whole draft class. My draft class is doing a lot of big things. So shout out to all of y'all, and shout out to Bossier City, man. Great things are coming this season. I'm not saying championship or nothing like that. Putting that out there, but just know we're aiming high. Shout out to all y'all.
Right, man. Thank y'all both.
Oh, real quick, and just real quick, Ashley.
Sure.
And just a quick shout out to the 67 players that Charleston just signed in the past 5 minutes. Shout out to them. You guys got like 472 players now.
Hey, let's borrow some. Shoot. 672 players. I can't. Jay Bomber says, go Nashville, and shout out to Ashley with this amazing show. Respect to you, Corey, and Zach.
Yeah, shout
Jay,
out.
Appreciate you.
Ashley, Corey, shout out to y'all.
Anytime, guys. Well, and I shout out to you that decided to come join us this evening, whether you're listening on the radio, whether you're watching on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube. I really appreciate you for hanging out with us this evening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Feel free to put your comments in the chat, your final comments in the chats. If you have any shout outs that you want to give, you can feel free to do so too. Put your goodbyes. And I'm looking forward to bringing you another great podcast next week, y'all. But until then, y'all stay safe. Treat each other well. For Zach, for Corey, for Jay, Striker, we are out. See you soon. Yeah. Good luck, y'all.
Them my dog, them my twin, them my them my I like that right there. Hold up. Them my dog, them my twin, them my cuz, them my girl, them my friend, them my homie, them my round, them my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose. I say we gon' win. Them my dog, them my twin. On my mama, with them, I'm gon' have to spin. Play us in, try your luck. I know we gon' win. They in trouble, we pull up, holla, roll out friends. Love y'all. Dodging the chicken club hands. Jam in a couple stacks, divvy it up with my friends. They earned it, don't do no lens. Ain't got no time for that. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. No, it's just your silence from afar in the car. Let's back up, Steve, it's Carl. Before my dog come growling gnarl. Them my dog, them my twin, them my cuz, them my girl, them my friend, them my homie, them my round, them my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose. I say we gon' win. Them my dog, them my twin, them my cuz, them my girl, them my friend, them my homie, them my round, them my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose. I say we gon' win. I was raised outside in the street with real figures, strapped up with new bows and heel figures. Would have never figured my uncle get locked up for life in the pen. Doing what? Pulling triggers. That's why I keep all of my dogs close. Kibbles and bits click hope when we toast. If I found out that you doing dirt, get hurt and touch the turf, then your is toast. Bake it up and split the patty pie. Gotta stay together, can't divide. Enemy is waiting on demise. I can see the hate up in demise. Young brothers, sisters on the rise. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Run it up even when you tired. Never let a hater see you cry. Them my dog, them my twin, them my cuz, them my girl, them my friend, them my homie, them my round, them my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose. I say we gon' win. Them my dog, them my twin, them my cuz, them my girl, them my friend, them my homie, them my round, them my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose. I say we gon' win.
That's my dog.